For the Mountain Dew 500 at Darlington Raceway. So again, what happened with New Hampshire was that Whale took out Eternal for that late race caution. It was unacceptable. He is 5 race suspension. As now they are coming to the green flag. I know it's not showing, but green flag's in the air here at Darlington. Can't show it right now. I'm still loading into the loading screen after complications with the broadcasting. So as they're already green, as you can see, GU out in front as he's going to block Liners. GU had the pole position with Liners qualifying on the front row right next to him as they entered 3 and 4. As Darlington, known for the throwback paint schemes, you can see some people are throwing back to some drivers. Let's look through the field to see who is throwing back to who. So it looks like Awesome running his 9 Chevrolet. He's throwing back to, I believe, Bill Elliott. We have Dave back in the field. I don't think he's throwing back to anybody. Nick went around. And then we have Rolling, who is now, it's his first race in the series. And he's running that Tony Stewart throwback. So as you can see, GU out in front of Liners as he goes through, I believe, is 3 and 4. Now on the front straightaway, he's going to cross the line, lap 4 out of 49 in stage 1. It is going to be a very long race today at Darlington. As you can see how tight it is. Let's listen to track facts. Track facts about the raceway. Name the lady in black. Due to on exit being so tight, some of the cars will touch the wall coming out of the corner, and that gives a black scrape on the wall. And also another nickname is the track Too Tough to Tame. Darlington Raceway is a 1.3 mile egg-shaped oval located in Darlington, South Carolina. It opened in 1950, the second oldest track on the schedule. Turns 1 and 2, 25 degrees of banking. Turns 3 and 4, 23 degrees of banking. The front stretch, 3 degrees of banking. And the back stretch, 2 degrees. We are racing 184 laps here today at the Darlington Raceway. It is a long race, so strategy will play a part. The pit window is 28 to 32 laps. But there's going to be multiple strategies, like they could split. Oh, contact between the 3 and the 8 aligners. 3 wide down the front straightaway. That is not good to pull that off here. Awesome to the race lead now. He was in 3rd, but after complications between the 3 and the 8, he's going to take the race lead. Oh, we got a car around the 03. A Landrod. He goes around. No caution. We stay green. As GU into the outside wall. He's stuck to the wall. That's going to give Liners 2nd place easily. As we looking at Liners trying to gain on the 9 of Awesome, who's got a very fast race car. Is now Liners into the outside wall. Ones to look out for today is GU. Your pole sitters won the last 4 out of the 4 out of the 5 last races. The only race he didn't win was last night, which was B-Pool. So back to what I was saying before this race went underway. Last night in New Hampshire, there was a late race caution, went to overtime. B-Pool was still able to win the race. Problem is, though, Whale took out the 69 of Eternal for that caution to come out. He was given a 5 race suspension from the Xfinity Series. And the positions were based off on when that caution came out, not the end of the race, that overtime. Meaning GU got 2nd. So as we hear right now, Liners falling back all the way to 3rd, and now here comes the rookie. The rookie of Rolling in his first race here in Snap-on Tools Racing Lead as he makes a move to the inside, slides up right in front of Liners for 3rd. But here comes Liners, he's looking to the inside. No, he's not going to pull it off. As Awesome, still your race leader here at Darlington Raceway. So back again, GU One to look out for. So is Liners as he qualified second right now running P4. B-Pool qualified fourth and won last night in New Hampshire. At New Hampshire. He's running fast, but he's in the top 5 right now. And our last one to look out for is Dave because of his pit strategy. This race is so long and you can split up the stages and everything. That strategy could pull off a win. As they are now lap 11 out of 49. Awesome gets a little loose. Remember, coming out of 2, the car gets really loose, so you got to fight it off. You see someone goes diving on the apron, getting loose out of the corner. That was Awesome, still your race leader. They were running it pretty high. GU into the outside wall once again. So let's go looking behind. Looks like a battle for second place between GU and Rolling. Let's go on board with Rolling since he's right there all over the back bumper. The 3 of GU trying to look for second. Oh, the bumper to the back of the 3. Does he give him the bumper? Yes, he does. Multiple times. Will that shoot him up the racetrack? No, that's just going to give him a little push toward Awesome. As they come down the front straight away, Awesome with a big gap between him and the 3. Awesome's pretty good at this racetrack as well. So far, it's been a clean race here at Darlington Raceway. A lot of spread out single file racing. Since this track is really hard to make passes, as here comes Rolling now to the inside of GU. Can he pull off the pass? No, he can't. He's got to fall back right behind. Oh, a little loose, both of them, the 3 and the 14. The 14's been battling, trying to get around that 3, and now here comes the Liners into the fight. Liner's going to slide up the racetrack a ton. He might get it to the outside wall. No, he keeps it off the wall. But that slows down his momentum a lot. As you can see now, the 9 is, you can see out in the distance, the 9 is catching up to lap traffic. As GU into the wall again. He goes down onto the apron. He keeps it down on the apron. And now the 14 of Rolling in his first race in Snap-on pulls up to P2. Question is, can he go after the 9 and pass him with a humongous gap? As GU falls back all the way to P4. Oh, what happened? Eternal into the outside wall, or is he coming down pit road? Yes. No. He's not. He just got into the outside wall, and there's problems with Landrod. He is out of the race. He is lagged out, so he's going to get a DNF. Lap traffic in the way. He's going to drop it down onto the apron. Will his lap traffic pay a roll on between the 9 and the 14 as the 8 dives it onto the apron, pulls back up on the racetrack. GU hard into the outside wall. Oh my god, I'm surprised he didn't go around. As lap traffic goes on the apron once again. Does it look like Nick might be coming up pit road maybe? Yes, he will. Nick's going to make an early pit stop. That's not very smart as we're now on lap 18 out of 49. Remember, pit window 28 to 32 laps. They give you the car at the beginning of the race, or once you come off pit road, they give you 36 laps of fuel. That's how long you can go. But the tires won't last as long. So that's why the pit window is about 28 to 32 laps. But you might see people split the stage in half. Yeah, you can see right there, Landron out of the race. He is lagged out. As Awesome, your race leader, but now Rolling. He's closing the gap slowly. Here he comes. Rolling catching up fast. Awesome does not want a mistake or that'll cost him the race lead. The 9, dominant this entire race. He's led every single lap so far. Well, not every single lap, but basically every single lap here in stage number 1. As it's crossing the line now to lap 21 out of 49 in stage number 1. It is a very long race here at Darlington. It's 184 laps, almost 200 laps here, which is a lot. Coming through 3 and 4, the 14 of Rolling closing the gap. Quickly, not quickly, well actually yes, quickly. Here he comes. If Rolling could stay in the draft and hit his marks, he could possibly catch the 9 of Awesome in about 2 or 3 laps. Oh, Awesome skims the wall. That's the mistake he didn't want to do. Here comes the 14 as the 9 gets loose out of the corner. Oh my god, let's go on board with Rolling as they come crossing through 3 and 4. If Rolling can get a very good exit, here he comes down the front straightaway. He just needs to stay in his draft and hit his marks. But this track is so difficult to overtake one another. Holding it down on the white line. But you don't want to... Oh, almost to the outside wall. Yes, he does. The 14 hits the outside wall. Oh, that's going to lose... He's going to lose a lot of time now. He's going to make that back. As they come out of 4. Oh, Awesome gets a little loose coming out of 4 as well. Both of these guys are making mistakes. And sooner or later, someone's going to make a worse mistake and someone's going to hit their marks and take the lead. Oh, the 14 hits the wall on exit. It's always turn number 2. Now coming across the line. Lap 25 now. Oh, here comes Rolling, looking to the outside of the 9 of Awesome. He's looking. Oh, but the 9 comes up the block. Just a little bit all over the back bumper of the 9 as they come out of 2. Into the wall goes the 14 once again. At 14 trying really hard to get the race lead. He wants to lead his first lap in the series. Can he pull it off? Oh no, he's all over the place as now Awesome's starting to pull away. As they enter turn number 3, Awesome still with the race lead. GU right behind in 3rd place. GU could take the lead if anything bad happens. Those tires are very worn. As they now hit lap 27 to 49, get ready for the pit window as B-Pool down pit road early. The 14 all over the bumper of the 9. Let's go on board with him. He is there. He's trying to make a move. If he could just put the bumper of the 9, shoot him up the racetrack. Who's going to get the better exit? Will it be the 9 or will it be the 14? The 14 shoots up the track a little bit more, and now the 9 starts to pull away. Lap 28. Now we are inside the pit window. Get ready for drivers to come down pit road. Oh, the 14 gets very loose coming out of 2. Lose some time. Now B-Pool. He's going to be a lap car. And the 9 dives it down onto the apron. He's going to make his pit stop early. And the 14 of Rolling leads his first lap in the Snap-on Tools Racing League. So your leader right now is that 14 with GU in 2nd after Awesome comes down pit road. Oh, the 14 smacks the outside wall hard. Remember, you cannot miss the entry of pit road. The entry of pit road here is very hard. As coming to the line, we are on lap now 30 of 49. as we're now past, I believe, halfway of the stage. When will the leader, the 14 of Rolling Duck, come down pit road? As GU behind as well. They're going to try to stretch it as far as they possibly can. Still not a lot of people coming down pit road yet. Awesome already made his pit stop trying to do some strategy. Let's see if anybody else has come down pit road. Oh, doesn't look like it. I believe Nick is down pit road right now. Yes, he is. Nick on pit road right now. No, Nick has left. He has logged out. So that is 2 cars now that have DNF'd out of this race today. As Rolling Duck still leading this race. When will he come down pit road? That's now we're on lap 33 now. So they're trying to stretch it as far as they possibly can. But those tires must be very worn. Yes, now lap 33. So when will these guys come down pit road? Because those tires must be very close to blowing. Multiple cars have made their pit stops, it looks like. As I believe that... Oh, and now here comes the 14 and the 3. Remember, pit entry here is very hard. So now your race leader comes down pit road to the 14 and the 3 right behind. And third place, I believe, is Liners. Liners comes down pit road as well. Many car. Let's see if Rolling Duck is still your leader, or did somebody pass him? So the 14 and the 3 making their pit stops. Who will win the race off pit road? The 3 has a closer pit stall to the exit of pit road. Usually that is an advantage, since he is, you know, your pole sitter for today. Who's going to win the race off pit road? Liners now just pulling into his pit stall, which is, I believe, right behind. As the 14 rolls off pit road, will he win the race off pit road? Here we go. It's going to be close. Can he take it? Oh, and he just gets it. The 14 off pit road barely beats him out. So now your race leader right now is... Who is your race leader? Is Dave your race leader? Who is your race leader right now? I believe Eternal is your race leader, but I'm not for sure yet. I believe Eternal is your race leader right now, but I'm not really sure. Or is it Awesome? Is Awesome your race leader right now? No, he is not your race leader. As right now, GU moves up to third. I believe Dave is your race leader so far right now. Yes. So Dave, your race leader. It looks like. When will he come down pit road? Dave trying to stretch it out as he hits now lap 38. Out of 49, can Dave stretch it all the way and win the stage? Remember, we're telling you, pit strategy will work here. So he comes out of the corner very loose. I believe Dave made an early pit stop already, so I believe he is still your race. Either was able to get the lead after that, or he has not made his pit stop yet. When will Dave come down in this 59 Ford for Republican Racing? as he hits now lap 39 of 49. So Dave, your race leader, and he's going to dive it down onto the apron. So Dave now making his pit stop. Will the 14 come down pit road? No, the 9 of Awesome. Can Awesome take the race lead back? Where is the 9 of Awesome? And yes, now your race leader is the 9 of Awesome. There he is. So now as Awesome comes down the back straightaway, he is your race leader right now. As he comes to 3 and 4, lap traffic is going to be a factor. GU running second. Can lap traffic play a factor? As coming out. We are now on lap 41 out of 49. Awesome looks like he's going to win the stage unless either one, he lags out like he did at Michigan after winning stage 1, or if he makes a big mistake giving GU the stage win. The 9 of Awesome has dominated most of this race. The only times he has not led the lap is when he made his pit cycle and he was able to get back out in front, splitting the stage in half. Good move by the 9. The stage is coming to a close right now as we're on lap 42 of 49. It is a long race. That 9 cannot afford a mistake as he almost gets into that outside wall on exit. As we hit the line, we're right now at 7 laps to go in stage number 1. Down the back straightaway, a lot of lap traffic in the way for the 9. Either the lap traffic will either dive it down on the apron to let the leader by, or there will fights to stay on the lead lap. So that's also an issue now crossing the line with 6 laps to go in stage number 1. Do not want to make a mistake. So far this race has been caution free, but you never know, it could be late in the race. Let's talk about right now the past races. So the past races, there has been a caution coming out around 4 to 2 laps to go in the race. That's where most of the cautions, the last cautions of the day have been coming out. Oh, as Republican and Eternal fighting right in front of the leader. This is maybe an issue. Will the 69 hold off the 9? Yeah, they are battling right in front of the leader. This could be a problem if they go around right in front. As now the 9 is all over the back bumper. The 69, a lap traffic. He's going to try to use the outside. Contact being made. He is not going to let him by. This could be an issue right here. If he doesn't let him by and GU is able to capitalize on this lap traffic, this could be an issue. The 69 blocking the leader. He's going to continue to block the leader. Oh, contact made. The 69 of Eternal does not want this leader to go by him. He's going to block him as hard as he possibly can as they go 3 to go. He is not going to let him by. Crossover move by the 9 of Awesome. He dives it in hard. The 69 with the advantage. Oh, he's into the outside wall. Contact being made between the two. As they come down the front straightaway. 2 laps to go now. From Darlington in stage number 1. That lap traffic really held off. Remember that 69 and the 3 are teammates. So that was probably one of the reasons why he was holding him off. As now the 69 dives it down on the apron for his teammate. That closed the gap by a lot. As the forward into the wall, coming out of 4. 1 lap to go in stage number 1 here at Darlington Raceway. Through 3 and 4. Now the 4 Republican blocking the leader of the 9. This is going to give GU the chance to win the stage. Republican not holding him off. They both get very loose coming out of the corner. One more final time. Will the 9 make a mistake? Doesn't look like so. Into the wall. Yes, he makes a little mistake. Can he keep the speed coming out of 4? Yes, he will. Awesome's going to win stage number 1. Barely. GU was there. If there was more time, GU would have won. So now let's go talk with your stage 1 winner of Awesome.
I just wasn't talking. I had my mic muted. My bad.
Awesome, you there?
Yeah, I am.
How's it feel winning stage 1, bro? I mean, that 69 was holding you off a lot, and GU was able to gain, but not enough time for him. How does it feel?
It goes amazing in my first stage, man. I'm trying to win this today.
Yeah, as you're running the throwback to Bill Elliott, your second stage win, I believe, this season. First one coming out Michigan. So good luck in the race and congrats on the stage 1 win. As Awesome, the 9 Chevrolet throwing it back to Bill Elliott. As you can hear right there, he wants to win for Bill Elliott. As Awesome on the inside, GU on the outside as they come to the Geico restart zone. Green flag, stage 2 is underway. Oh, B-Pool goes all the way down on the apron. The block, I believe, the 59 to Dave. Dave running it down on the apron. He's got to slide back up if he wants to race 2x2. Oh, this track is very tight. So, yep, the 3 into the outside wall. He's going to check up the 8 big time after that. As Eternal is the lap down. As Republican got the wave around after that stage. As now the 14 and the 9 battling for the race lead. The 14 trying to gain on the 9. The 9 has dominated most of this race. Won stage number 1. Here we go. Here comes the 14. The 14's had so far the better straightaway speed, but the 9 has had the better corner speed. Coming out of the corner, the 9 exit too high. Doesn't hit the wall, but slows down his momentum. Here comes the 14 now. The 14 all over the back bumper of the 9, but the 9 has the better corner speed. Here comes the 3. Oh, the 9 hits the wall. He's going to make a mistake. That might give the 14 the race lead. It does. He slides right in front. Here comes Awesome, the bumper in the back of the 14. Here comes GU into the picture. It's going to be a 3-car battle for the race lead. As now GU dives it down to the inside of the 9 for second. Side by side, the 9 hits the wall hard. That's going to give GU second. Another mistake for the 9 as he falls back to third. As right now your race leader of rolling. His first race. His first race here in Snap-on and Fastenal Cup Series. He's led a couple laps so far as well. Can he win this race? As GU now coming fast. Oh, GU smacks the outside wall hard. And the 14 into the inside wall. Mistakes by both the 3 and the 14, which is going to give Awesome the race lead once again. So your race leader now, Awesome. Bad mistake by the 14. An okay mistake by the 3, as now the 3 still has speed as he's gaining. B-Pool is going to pass his teammate of the 8. So now B-Pool moves up to third. He's been in the back most of this race. He was one to look out for because he's been so consistent these past races. He may have had a horrible stage 1, but after fixing his car up, he could have the speed to take this win as he moves up to 3rd. Now here comes GU looking. Now half a car length behind the 9. Both Chevrolets. The 9 of Awesome running the 9 Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports. And the 3 of GU running the number 3 Chevrolet for Neversoft Motorsports. Can will Awesome make another mistake, and will GU capitalize on the mistake, or will Awesome hold them off, make good pit strategy, and win stage number 2? As they are right now on lap 8 out of 47. Remember, these stages are very long. Stage 3 is the longest with around 87 laps. Oh, the 9 makes a mistake. They're going to be side by side. No, your race leader is the 3 of GU. Oh, but GU into the wall. The 9 all over the back bumper. Let's go on board with Awesome as he gets a very good run coming out of the corner. This is going to be a battle for the ages between these two. As GU led that lap, GU into the outside wall. Here comes the 9 trying to capitalize on GU's mistake as he checks up big time. So does the 9. The 9 gets loose coming out of the corner. These guys keep making a lot of mistakes as they both pulled away from the rest of the field. As these two battle, let's look back in the pack where most of the battling is going on, as Rolling right now battling with the 68 of B-Pool for 3rd. Can Rolling make the pass? Oh, slides right in front of B-Pool. B-Pool dives it down onto the apron, but he won't make the pass. So now moving up to 3rd is the 14 of Rolling. As Republican right behind. Let's look at these drivers and what teams they drive for. The number 3 Chevrolet of GU running for Neversoft Motorsports. The 8 of Liners running for BPM Motorsports. The 03 of Landrod running for BMI Motorsports, and he is the owner of that team. Eternal running the 69 Chevrolet running for Neversoft Motorsports. The 68 of B-Pool running the 68 Ford or BPM Motorsports. He is the owner of that team. The 9 of Awesome and the 9 Chevrolet running for Hendrick Motorsports. The 59 of Dave running the 59 Ford. Oh, he gets put in the wall by Eternal. Back to what we were saying, the 59 running for Republican Racing. And Nick running for Nick, I believe it is, yep, Nick Ainsley Racing, his own team. He is the owner for that team. So as we cycle through the most of the field right now, is GU your race leader, but he skims the outside wall on exit. Now on lap 15 out of 47. It is a very long race today. And GU now has pulled away and made a gap between those two. And they have completely pulled away from the rest of the field. The 9 of Awesome dominated all of stage number 1 except when he made his pit stop. But now GU trying to show he will dominate stage 2. Things you do not want to do here at this racetrack is hit the outside wall, get loose on exit, or even clip the apron. Because if you clip the apron here, your car will most likely go around. if you're far on the apron, of course. So GU still your race leader. It is a very long race once again. So some drivers not trying to be as aggressive as they usually are due to the length. 184 laps. Let's look back in the field right now. Eternal was able to go around the 59, but I believe Eternal is still a lap down. Beeful in the 68 running, nobody around him. Asa running second, trying to gain on the 3 of GU. Dave right behind. I believe Dave's a lap down as well. Nick out of the race. Rolling Duck running P3, trying to gain on the 9 and the 3. And that Battle Republican back, I believe, is right behind Beeful. Yes, he is. GU trying to pull away, making a gap, but the 9 has been pretty consistent on keeping that gap the same. GU has pulled away a little bit every couple laps, but the 9 being very consistent. Coming out of 4, oh, the 9 gets loose as GU crosses the line. We are now on lap 20 out of 47. GU smacked the outside wall, exiting 2, but he still keeps that gap the same. Almost into the outside wall, exiting 4, crossing the line, lap 21 of 47. Oh, GU got a little loose coming out of 2, so does Awesome. Let's go back to the pack, see what's going on. Liners right now is gaining on the 4 of Republican. There could be a battle going on. Landron out of the race. Eternal right now far in the back, keeps getting loose on exit. B-Pool right now running P4 with Republican right behind. Oh! GU made a big mistake. That's going to give Awesome the race lead now. That is not what GU wanted. Let's look back and see what happened. As GU coming down the front straightaway, entering turn number 1, he enters it too high, hits the outside wall, sticks right to it, and dives it on the apron so the 9 can get around him. Made a little bit of contact too. So now as Awesome your race leader, as we are now lap 23 of 47 as they both enter turns 3 and 4. So far it's been a very clean race, no caution yet. Coming across the line, we are getting very close to the pit window. So expect drivers to come to their pit stalls in about 5 to 6 laps, maybe even more. Remember the pit window, 28 to 32 laps. We're about to hit the halfway mark for this stage. So Awesome's pit strategy for stage number 1 was to split the stage in half, and it worked. Can you do the same thing for this stage? Or will he try following the pit strategy GU did of go as far as he possibly can? As they come out of the corner, GU after making a mistake now closing on the 9. Lap 26 now. Here comes GU, he's coming fast. They both kind of get loose out of the corners. Let's go on board with GU. They both very close to the wall, but they're both going to get a very good exit. As you can see, there is lap traffic far in the distance. It is the 59 of Dave and the 69 of Eternal. Entering turn number 1. At this racetrack, you want to get back on the gas as soon as you can in turns 1 and 2 without sliding up and hitting the wall, and that's what GU's doing, and he's trying to capitalize. As the 9 dives down onto the apron to make his pit stop. Eternal down for his pit stop. They're splitting the stage in half. As GU crosses the line, now the pit window is open. So what Awesome's trying to do is split that stage in half, like he's trying to split the stage in half like he did in stage number 1. GU right now, your race leader. GU usually likes to go as far as he possibly can on this fuel run and on this tire run as well. As now GU starts to cross the line, a lap now 29, I believe. Yes, lap 29 out of 47. GU skims the wall on entry of 1 and 2, but he keeps it straight. As right now, running second is that 14 of Rolling. Dave comes off pit road, and he's going to stay out in front. He's not going to go a lap down. Crossing the line now, lap 30 out of 47. Fuel window is coming to a close soon. Around lap 32 to 33 is when that pit window comes to an end. But drivers, if they can, if they save enough tires and fuel, they could go just a little bit longer from the pit window. But remember, they only give you 36 laps of fuel, so you can only go about 2 more laps till you run out. So as I believe the 14 is down pit road. No, the 14's not down pit road. Yes, he is actually. So the 14 down pit road making his pit stop. He is coming off. So right now, GU, your race leader, he's going to dive it down. Trying to be your race leader. So GU now down pit road. Can he stay out in front? So I believe running second is either B-Pool or it's Republican. Coming across. B-Pool now your race leader. So B-Pool now your race leader with Republican second, Liners third. So when will B-Pool come down pit road and make his pit stop? Those 3 guys. Republican on a different team, but he is working with those guys. And Liners teammates with B-Pool. As now Liners dives it down as hard as he can, trying not to speed on pit road. He's going to make his pit stop. So now here comes the battle for the race lead between B-Pool and Republican. They're going to lap GU. Yes, GU right now on the 4th spot. As GU just gets passed by the 9. So the 9 of Awesome right now running P4. As now Republican makes his pit stop. So now it's going to be B-Pool right now your race leader. When will he come down pit road? So I believe right now, and so I don't know who's in second. All I know is that B-Pool in first, GU in 5th, Awesome 4th. Don't know who's in 3rd and 2nd right now. Actually, Republican 2nd, as he's gonna get passed. Sorry, no, Awesome's 2nd now. Oh, has B-Pool blown a tire? He gets loose on out of exit. Awesome is running 2nd, but a lap down. And now B-Pool dives it down on the apron, making his pit stop. So now Awesome, if Awesome can pass B-Pool when B-Pool comes off pit road, that's gonna... All right, here we go. Awesome running second, a lap down. The 14 in third. Oh, but the 14 under pressure from the 3 of GU. As we look near in the back, GU looking to the inside as the 14 makes a mistake hitting the wall. As GU clears the 14 for now third. Can he beat people off pit road? He's gonna beat him. Yes. New race leader, the 9 of Awesome. So now Awesome back in first. With GU in second, the 14 in third. I believe that is Eternal, but I think Eternal's already a lap down. Now Awesome does not need to make any mistakes. Does not want to, at least. He wants to sweep the stages and wants to win the race. Down the back straightaway, GU is trying to close the gap like he did before the pit cycle started. GU has fresher tires too, just about 2-3 laps fresher. Which makes a big difference here at Darlington. But I don't know if GU will have enough time to do it. GU didn't have enough time to pass that 90 car for stage 1. So, and since this stage is 2 to 3 laps shorter than stage number 1, it's going to be hard to tell. So far, caution-free race. No wrecks, nobody spinning. At least that I can see. But we still have a long stage 3 to go. It's going to be a 2-stop pit strategy for that stage. So I wonder what the strategies will be there. And I wonder if there's going to be any cautions or late race cautions like there was last night. As now GU as now GU has closed the gap, and so has the 14. They both have fresher tires. The 3 has fresher tires than the 14, and the 14 has fresher tires than the 9. So this will be a very interesting stage. The 3 has closed the gap by a lot in the draft of the 9. Dave making a pit stop. I don't think that's going to be any help. As GU, he's getting there. If there's going to be enough time, at least. Stage is coming very close to the end. Five laps to go in stage number 2, sorry. Does GU have enough time to catch that 9? Coming out of turn number 4, now coming to 4 laps to go. Yes, 4 laps to go from the lady in black. Does GU have enough time? I don't think he can get there. Oh, yes he can. Here he goes. Let's go on board with the 3 as he's getting there. Oh, the 9 dives it in harder, but oh, the 3 almost into the outside wall on entry. The 3 gets a better exit. Here we go. 3 to go in stage number 2. This is going to be a showdown for the stage win. Here comes GU. Oh, the 9 slides it up too much. Here comes the 3 to the inside of the 9. They're going to be almost side by side. Oh, the 9 into the outside wall. That is not what Awesome wanted. That's going to easily give GU the stage win. Unless Awesome can get back up there. But with not enough time, I don't think so, as GU comes out of 4. 2 laps to go from Darlington. Sorry, 2 laps to go in stage number 2. Awesome, I believe, can get there if he can stay in the draft on the straightaways. And if GU makes a mistake into the wall like he almost just did there. Oh, this is going to be a close finish of the stage. Awesome enters it very high, but I think he's going to get a better exit. Coming out of 4. 1 lap to go in stage number 2. Does Awesome have enough time to get there? Through turns 1 and 2, Awesome wants to sweep the stages, but I don't think there's going to be enough time unless GU makes a mistake coming out of the corner. 1 final shot. Here comes Awesome. Will he make it? Does Awesome give it his all? Here we go. He dives it in into the outside wall. He's going to stick to the wall. He's going to try it. Here we go. Coming out of 4, not enough time. GU will win stage number 2 from Darlington. Awesome almost had it. So as GU wins the stage, I don't think we need to talk with GU. Same response almost every time, and he has won so many stages this season. So as the stage comes to an end, let's look at your results. GU wins the stage number 2 with Awesome in 2nd, Rolling in 3rd, Republican P4 rounding out your top 5 B pool. So a great finish to the end of stage number 2. Let's see if it'll be the same thing for the final stage in the race, as they're going to be certainly coming down pit road. Let's see now who will win the race off pit road, if there's going to be any strategy involved. As Dave 2 laps down, so is Eternal. Those guys will not get, those guys I don't think will get back on the lead lap unless multiple cautions comes out. As we go, GU on the inside, the 9 on the outside. This order, I believe, has stayed the same. Yes, it has. Coming to the Geico research zone. Green flag back in the air. The final stage. Who will win from the lady in black? 2 by 2 as they enter turns 1 and 2. It's going to be very close. Almost 3 wide in the back. You do not want to do that, especially at this racetrack. As Awesome now falls back to 3rd as the 14 takes 2nd. And is right now trying to challenge GU for the race lead. Trying to use the outside to his advantage. As they now start to spread out single file, but they're all close to one another coming out of 4. The 14 all over the back bumper, the 3. Let's go on board with the 14 now. He is there. He's getting very close. He's going to look to the inside. He's there. He's at his quarter panel. The 14 dives it in as hard as he possibly can, trying to look for a slide job. They make a little bit of contact. The 9 gives a bumper to the 14. They're right there. Who's going to win the stage? Oh, GU led that lap by a nose as they're still there. Oh, contact between the 9. Do they go around? Oh, they keep it straight on the apron. The contact between the 9 and the 3. So now your race leader, the 14, running 2nd. Now Republican, 3rd, beat Bull, 4th, Liners, and running out your top 5, GU and the 3. So now that screws both of their race. That screws them both, but pit strategy might help them back in their speed. As now GU trying to make a pass on the inside of the 8 of Liners, and Republican is lagged out of the race. No. Another driver out of the race. Unbelievable. So now B-Pool running 2nd. GU now up to 3rd. Liners 4th, and running out your top 5 is Awesome. Let's look at GU and B-Pool. These two have been mostly battling for the lead this entire season in this league. But right now they're battling to see who can get second. Oh! He puts Beeple into the outside wall! Oh my goodness. So GU, he's being very aggressive to get back up to the lead. As now Awesome trying to gain on the liners. Awesome tries to make a move on liners. Here we go. As Awesome has the inside. Oh, will he slide up or will he keep it straight down there? Oh, he slides up right in front of liners. Clears them. As the 14 right now, your race leader. It's going to be a 2-stop strat. With now on lap, we are now on lap 109 out of 184. It's going to be a very long race. It has been a long race already. But it's going to be a long. Stage 3 is now 76 laps to go. It's a very long race. Let's crank it up here. As now that we are back, you can see liners right now, I believe, is P5. Yes, he is. Has GU starting to close the gap now. Once again, GU has been very good at closing the gap between the leader and him once he's in second. Now on lap 114 out of 184. Very long race indeed. Oh, GU hits the wall on exit of 2. That kind of is going to kind of slow him down. But I think he has enough time to get back up to that 14 if he wants to win this race. Awesome with a great stage 1, stage 2, not so good of a stage 3, looks like, as he's running P4 right behind B-Pool. Oh, he makes a move on B-Pool. So you can see right here, oh, B-Pool into the outside wall. Oh, did the 9 go around? No, he gets back up on the racetrack, but he's going to lose 2 spots from that. That is not what that 9 wanted after winning stage 1, almost winning stage 2, and now all the way back to P5. Oh, the 14 got loose out of exit of 2. Oh, GU now starting to close the gap. He wants to win this race won stage 2, finished second in stage 1. If he had one more lap, he probably would have taken it away from the 9. Also, get ready for them to start coming down pit road around lap 132-ish, around that area. So get ready for them to come down pit road around that area as we're on lap 118 out of 180. Oh, the 14 makes a big mistake. That is not what he wants. He's going to get back up on the racetrack side by side with the 3. GU takes the lead. He is now your race leader, but the 14's still there. Oh, they're going to be almost side by side entering turn 1, crossing the line. 14 all over the back bumper. It's going forward with that 14. The 14 smacked that outside wall a little bit down the back straightaway. That 14 has speed, but I don't think he can fight GU, since GU has the better speed. Oh, here comes the 14. He's going to try to make a move. GU down onto the apron. He's just going to give it to him. And now your race leader back up front is the 14. The 14 of Rolling Duck trying to give Republican Racing its first win of the season. Neversoft has dominated the Cup Series. Eternal won Daytona after Confetti got a time penalty after the end of the race. So the official result was that Eternal won the race. Next week, which I believe was Michigan, yes. Next week was Michigan. And GU won the race for Neversoft. Yes. So far, it's been both Neversoft drivers to win of Eternal and GU. But the 14 of Rolling Duck trying to change that today and try to give Republican Racing its first win of the season. But GU is there. So, they both get loose out of the corner. But I think that 14 got way looser than expected. As they're both side by side, little bit of contact. Oh, they do not want to make any mistakes as GU clears the 14 out for the race lead. That is not what the 14 wanted to see. The 14 wants to make a move on the 3. Both of these guys have been battling all stage 3 right now. As the pit cycle is going to start soon, which I think somebody's down pit road. Who is it? Nobody. That's just Republican. You got lagged out of the race early on. The 14 dives it in as hard as he possibly can. Slide job. And he pulls it off. As he slides right in front of the 3. The 3 has to check up. He makes it work. What a move. And now he takes the race lead away. And he's going to lead that lap. Awesome was able to get back up to 3rd with a humongous gap between him and the 3 of... Oh, and GU into the outside wall hard. That is not what GU wanted. And now the 14 is going to start to pull away. as we're getting slowly creeping up to the pit window. Around lap 132 is when the first set of pit cycle is gonna happen, because you're gonna have to pit twice. Yeah, you're gonna have to. I don't think you can even stay out as long as possible and only pit once. The only track you can do that at is Atlanta, but that was when this league used to run 25% in Cup. Now they're running 50%, so I don't even think you can even do that in the Cup Series anymore. As they enter through turns 3 and 4. Rolling, who's also somewhat dominated this race. He's been very consistent on the front. Now hitting lap 129 out of 184. Get ready for that pit cycle to happen. Not this pit cycle, but the next pit cycle will be the money stop. Oh, GU gets very loose back there. GU now starting to make a lot of mistakes. Good save by the 3 for not going around. So now GU has to rely on pit strat now if he wants to get out in front of that 14 to win this race. As they now lap 130. We are very close to the pit cycle. Who will be your first? Who will be the first taker to dive it down onto that apron and pits? 14 now getting on lap traffic, so if that 14 does catch up to the 69 of the turn before anybody comes down pit road. Now lap 132 out of 184. We are now around the pit cycle with 53 to go. Get ready for these cars to dive it in and for the pit crew to work. Who will be the first takers? So far, nobody yet. It looks like it. Maybe the 3 came down pit road? No. 3 does not come down pit road. Who will be coming down pit road? The 9 of Awesome. He's gonna try to, I believe, split this final stage into thirds. Into a 2-stop. So now the 9 Chevrolet is down pit road. Oh, a tunnel around as he tried to enter pit road, makes another mistake trying to get back onto pit road. So far it looks like Awesome will now go a lap down after pitting. So Rolling Duck still your leader. GU starting to gain. Another mistake a little bit by the 14. As GU now is cashing. Here comes GU. So the 14 and the 3 won't come down pit road this time, but they've got to come down very soon. As now the 8 down pit road and many more. The 69 down pit road. The 9 of Awesome. The 9 of Awesome just came out. The 8 of Liners down pit road. They're close against one another, and now the 14 will dive it down on the apron, and so will the 3. Here we go. Who's gonna win the race off pit road between these two? And whoever's in third, I believe B-Pool. I believe B-Pool is third place right now. And now B-Pool, your race leader. He's gonna pass between these two. So now let's look at B-Pool. So B-Pool now your race leader. When will he come down pit road? Will he stretch it Remember, People is a very smart and fast driver, so don't count him out for the win, as he's been finishing very consistently in all 3 series. He won last night at New Hampshire, finished, I believe, in the truck series, I believe around 3rd. So now the 14, can he beat the 3 off pit road? Oh, it's gonna be close. Who was it? The 14 beats the 3 off pit road, barely. So as Beeple still your race leader, when will he dive the 68-4 down pit road? Trying to win it for his team, and here he comes. Beeple, your race leader, now down pit road. The question is, will there be enough time? So now the 14 and the 3 will unlock themselves. Here we go. We're gonna go now looking at the 14 to see if he could beat Beeple off. It's gotta be close. Oh, actually, I don't think so. Maybe Beeple will be still stuck on pit road. As now the 14 comes across the line. Beeple still in his pit stall. And the 14 of Rolling now takes the lead away from Beeple. GU now up to 2nd. They've still got to make another pit stop. So expect another pit stop to come around 156, around that area. Once 156, 158, around that area is when the next pit cycle and the money stop will happen. Because after that, they will have enough fuel to make it all the way. They will have definitely enough fuel to make it all the way to the end of the stage. And I don't know about tires. Tires will be something. So far, very clean, caution-free race. At a track, you would be surprisingly expect a caution. Not surprisingly. You would always expect a caution, at least one at Darlington, but surprisingly, no caution yet as the 3 gets very loose on exit. He saves it once again, but he's going to lose a lot of time to that 14. So running 3rd right now, I think, is awesome. We're not sure yet. So everybody has made their stop so far, it looks like. When will they make their next? So far the field has been very, very spread out. Besides these 2 battling for the race lead. Let's look at where everybody is at so far. Republican out of the race, G running 2nd. Liners is either running 4th. Maybe? Around there. Eternal is, I believe, a couple laps down the 9. Beeple back there. I believe Awesome is running 3rd, but stuck behind the 69 of Eternal. Dave comes down pit road making his pit stop. He was able to stretch it far, saving fuel and tires. And actually, they might have to stretch it as far as they possibly can to come down pit road. This is going to be a whole pit strategy, because these 2 strategies right now, the 14 and the 3 are doing what they just did for their pit strategy. They're going to be very, very close at the end of the race. So that's going to be a problem. What Dave right now is doing and what people are doing right now, if they come down pit road, like what Dave's right now, Dave might be a couple laps down, but once Dave comes down pit road for a final time, Dave might have enough to make it all the way to the end of the race. Same with Beeple. Beeple, I believe, has a better chance only because he is not a lap down. So as that 14 still your race leader, it's going to be very close. Even if these 2 guys stretch it as far as they possibly can on tires and fuel, I don't think they're going to make it, because by the time they come down pit road, which will be around lap 160, if they could stretch it all the way to 160, and they come down pit road, it's going to be very close. I think they will have enough to make it all the way. On fuel, tires will be very close, but we'll see. As they've now crossed the line to lap 146 out of 184. We are now getting very close to the end. So far, no cautions. I don't think anybody can cause a caution right now. GU right there, nobody long. Teammates are right now close to one another. So I don't think these guys will wreck each other since they're teammates. Eternal is back there. Dave, if Dave and Eternal collect each other, then maybe. B-Pool let his teammate by, he's falling back. Awesome right now, I believe running P3, he is running fine. Dave right behind Eternal. The only chance of a caution coming out is if these two right here, Dave and Eternal, go around, but Dave now just skimming the wall and exit. I don't think it's going to be possible. Nick clocked out of the race. So did Landrod and Republican. Those three have DNF'd out of the race. Rolling in his first ever race in Snap-on has right now dominated the final stage. He is looking to win this race. If he pulls this off, this is going to be a miracle. As Rolling didn't even qualify for this race as he goes almost around. That's going to cost him a lot of speed, as now here comes GU. As now Rolling comes out of 4, now on lap 150 out of 184. Still long ways to go. Oh, Beeple might go a lap down. I think Beeple is trying to conserve his tires and fuel, but if he wants to do that, it's going to be close. I don't know. So Beeple is going to dive it down on the apron. He's going to let the leader by. But will he let that 3 by? Oh, will he do it? Yep, he's going to let him have the inside line. So now the 3 clears Beeple. Now Beeple goes a lap down. Still a very long race to go, as we have about 33 laps to go now. So they can make it on fuel, tires, they just have to stretch it just a tiny bit more. Tiny bit more and they'll be fine. So we are getting very close to the final pit stop of the race, which is the money stop. If you speed, you're done. Your race is done. That is your money stop. It is the final pit stop. If you screw that over, your race is done. Pit strategy will also come to a factor. That's why we have Dave as the one to look out for pit strategy. So let's see what Dave can do, as he's far in the back, I believe a lap down or 2. They're down the back straightaway. I thought they were down the front stretch for a second. Coming out of turn number 4. 30 laps to go as Eternal has problems down the front straightaway. He's going to try to keep it down on the apron as much as he possibly can. Does not want to dive it up in front of the leaders. Oh, and around goes the 69. Hard. Will a caution come out? No, he stayed green. So it is a one car wreck. So the Eternals race looks like it was already over when he was a lap down, but now that just puts more pain. So now 29 laps to go. As now the 14 coming out of 4, 28 to go. They are now in the clear. If they come down pit road, they will make it all the way on tires and fuel. But I think they want to stretch it just a little bit further, so they're sure they do not blow a tire. And now here comes GU. He is gaining fast on that 14. 14 has been making little small mistakes of getting loose coming out of the corners. He can't control it, but I mean, that's just going to be GU gaining. 27 to go. Now crossing the line. Can GU take the race lead away before they come down pit road? Or will that 14 hold up the 3 when they come down? Remember, that 3 has the advantage of having the front pit stall, of having his pit stall right near the exit of pit road. But I don't think that's usually going to work. As GU is gaining, let's go on board with GU. As you can see, let's go a lap with GU. As you come entering, you get off on that final cone, you get back straight onto the gas, so you can have a very fast turns 1 and 2. Hold it on the white line as much as you can. Be careful not to hit the outside wall, just like what GU did. As the 69 down on the apron, he's going to go another lap down. You get off around the 5th or 4th cone. You get back on the gas in the middle of the corner between 3 and 4. And that's your lap around Darlington, as you still cannot catch the 14. As they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Still have a lot of laps to go. And the pit cycle will start to happen very soon. So don't count anybody out. Let's see if anybody has come down pit road. No, nobody has come down pit road for their pit stop yet. So far right now, I don't think pit strategy will even matter, because if you come down pit road right now, you're going to be in the clear. So I don't think pit strategy of trying to pit later on in the race will work, unless you hope for a caution. But right now, these cars are too spread out. GU to the outside wall twice, but he still has the speed. That's how fast GU is. Does GU have enough time to catch that 14? Oh, it's going to be close. GU might have to take the same pit strategy as the 14 if he wants to maintain the lead. So once again, the 14-year race leader has dominated all this final stage, and as soon as I say that, he goes around, holds it down on the apron, and there it goes. That might be his race. No, he still has... The gap isn't that far. He could technically catch back up to GU as GU race leader. As we have multiple cars down pit road. No, sorry, only one car down pit road. Awesome, making his final pit stop, his money stop, as he goes a couple laps down. As the 3 now starts to pull away. B-Pool's going to go another lap down. Oh, it's going to be close between these two. Oh! So right now, GU, your race leader. A lot of lap traffic in the way as the 69 hits the outside wall on entry. Oh, and he's going to come back up onto the racetrack. Oh, that was close. What happened there? Little bit too close for that 69. Oh my God, what happened there? We thought there was going to be a major wreck. As now the 9, who's a lap down after making his pit stop, holding off that 14. So now the 3's got to... Now the 3 needs to go with his own pit strategy. When will that 3 come down pit road. As they now have 20 laps to go. Once they come down, they're basically in the clear once they come down pit road. I think GU is just trying to stretch it as far as he possibly can. As GU now dives it down onto the apron, he's going to make his pit stop. But the 14 stays out. The 8 comes down pit road as well. So now your race leader right now is that 14. When will that 14 come down pit road? Will he make a pit strategy and take 2 tires? Highly doubt that's going to be the case. But when will that 14 come down pit road? He's going to stay out here, it looks like. Yes, he will. Rolling is going to try to stretch it as far as he possibly can. As they come, now lapping the 3. And the 69 now finally coming off pit road as he's multiple laps down. So how far will that 14 go? And now here he comes, the race leader dives it down on to the apron. He's going to make his pit stop. He's going to dive it in hard. Well, did he speed? I don't think so. I think he's fine. I think he's in the clear. So right now in second is the 3 of GU. Already a lap down. So here comes GU. GU is going to unlap himself. Now crossing the line. So GU unlaps himself. Can he pass the 14? That is the real question. Can he pass the 14 for the race win? Because once GU passes that 14, GU's basically got this win. Unless late race caution or the 14 is able to come off before the 3. It's going to be very close. Here we go. Coming out of 4, down the front straightaway. And now the 14 starts to come up pit road, but he's got to stay there till the backstretch. You can't just slide up. So now your race leader, the 3 of GU. Yes, he is. And he pulls away by a lot. So the only way GU cannot win this race if he makes a big mistake, goes around. Late race caution that doesn't favor him, and he doesn't, get the win. Or if that 14 is able to catch up, since he's got about a lap or 2 of fresher tires. With 16 laps to go from the lady in black. Eternal down on the apron. He's going to go another lap down. Very bad race for the 69 team. But I mean, Neversoft has another driver who's right now leading this race, so I don't think they're going to be too worried about that 69 a couple laps down. They're probably going to be happy and celebrating that 3 is in the lead. As B-Pool is going to go get out of the 3's way, and he's going to go another lap down. B-Pool again, surprisingly, another lap down. As now we are on lap 171 out of 184. We are getting very close to this end of the race as B-Pool now into the outside wall. He's going to dive it down in the apron to get out of the way of the 14 so these guys can battle. But the 14 hasn't gained on the 3. But lap traffic up ahead could change everything. As the 8 aligner's out right there, he's about to go a lap down. But the 8 and the 3 sometimes have arguments. So will the 8 let the 3 by? That's the real question. Or will he hold him up? Because I don't think the 8 wants to go a lap down. And I know he definitely doesn't want to see GU in victory lane again. So what will that 8 do? He most likely will hold him up. And once he gets to him. That's now on lap 173 out of 184. Laps are starting to slowly come down and the race is slowly coming to an end. Remember, like what happened last night at New Hampshire. Late race caution came out as Beeple was coming out of 4. Let's look at last week and the Xfinity race as well. A late race caution came out as GU was coming out of 4. So I mean, I don't know if it's the Xfinity series that's having a lot of late race cautions, or maybe there might be one here in the Cup Series, as now GU is gaining on the 8th with now, yes, 10 laps to go from the lady in black. The 3's there, he's there, but will the 8 give it up? Oh, the 3 dives it down. The 8's not going to give it up. He comes back up the block. The 8 of Liners won't give up. Give it up. But now here comes the 3 to the inside. They're still side by side. A little bit of contact being made between the two. I don't think that 8 wants to give up that position. As the 8 clips the outside wall, comes down right behind the 3. It's gonna be a lot of drama if that 8 gets back up to the race leader and bumps him out of the way or something. As they enter turns 3 and 4, that 14, I don't think he's gonna have enough time to get there, unless GU makes a bad mistake, which will usually be coming out of 2, because that's where GU's been getting very loose, especially on worn tires. So with now 8 laps to go in the race, and a caution comes out! A late race caution! This is going to change everything. Do they take tires? Do they take fuel? Do they even pit at all? That's going to be the main factor right now, as I believe we will be restarting with maybe 5 to go, maybe even 4 to go. So this changes everything. I don't know what happened there. So there's only 3 cars on the lead lap. 4th place a lap down, but he's gonna get his lap back. Who gets their lap back? Liners gets his lap back. Dave gets his lap back if he stays out, which doesn't look like he will. So it looks like the cars on the lead lap will stay out. Who's gonna win the race off pit road? GU. So now GU and the 3 Chevrolet on the inside. The 14 Ford on the outside of rolling. Green flag. We're underway. It's going to be, I believe, a 4-lap shootout. No, 6-lap shootout. No, wait. Yeah, 5-lap shootout. Oh, the 9 of Awesome makes a move and he puts the 14 to the wall. Awesome. Very aggressive early on right now. Remember, Liners is still right now in the fight. Oh, but the 14 shoves him down there. Here comes Awesome. He is looking to win this race. He dominated. Oh, we got a 2-car crash. And the caution comes out once again. Who was involved there? Looks like the 8 of Liners and who else? The 59 of Dave. Both of them go around. And now we go, I believe, into NASCAR overtime. So a second caution comes out. Told you most of these cautions are going to come out near the end of the race where people are going to be more aggressive in position. So who's pitting? Dave will come down pit road. Rolling comes down pit road. A lot of cars. Oh, Rolling was also involved in that wreck as well. So it was a 3-car wreck. Obviously the caution came out. This is going to change everything. Are they in NASCAR overtime? Yes, they are. NASCAR overtime. 2-lap shootout. Coming to the Geico restart zone. Green flag is in the air. Who will win this race? Will it be GU in the 3, the 8 of Liners? Will it even be the 9 who's dominating? Look at Dave. Dave in 4th. He could also win this race if these 3 wreck up in front. Here we go. Down the back straight away. GU out in front. Here comes the 9 of Awesome with GU on his... Sorry, not GU. Liners on his outside. Through 3 and 4. Contact being made. Dave into the outside wall. Side by side coming out of 4. White flag one more time around from Darlington Raceway. Who's going to win the race? Here comes Awesome. He's got one more shot. Can he shove him up the track? The 14 down on the apron. Trying to make a move on the 8. He shoves him up the racetrack. Down the backstretch for the final time. A wreck behind him. Doesn't matter, no caution. The 9's gonna try everything. The bumper to the back of 3. He shoves him up the racetrack to the inside, side by side, as they come out of 4. Awesome will win here in the Lady in Black. What a race finish. Oh my goodness. Rubbing is racing indeed. Gives him the bump and run for the race win. So Awesome in the 9 Chevrolet will get his first win on the season and give Hendrick Motorsports their first win on the season. Let's go talk with your race winner of Awesome. Awesome, you there?
Yeah.
What a move, giving him the bumper, bump and run, and able to take the win for your first win on the season and for Hendrick Motorsports. How do you feel?
I feel amazing. I feel awesome.
Great move out there. That was an exciting race to watch. Man, late race caution, you're able to capitalize. Congratulations.
Thank you. I wanted to feel it earlier, and I did.
As the race comes to an end here at Darlington with a great bump and run finish, we will see you next week.